Today I'm going to be doing a guide on the top few things on Love Nikki you can do to make your life easier. And of course a few of these things you might already know, but perhaps maybe I can show you different aspects of the games that you aren't familiar with. So the first one is the most interesting one because a lot of people end up neglecting it when they're starting the game and they find out about it a few months later. This would be the done button. So the done button is pretty good because it allows you to repeat a level without needing to battle. And it's great because when you're trying to farm for different clothings for different outfits, you can just use done and complete it within a few seconds. So for example, let's go with the purple mantilla. Okay, that was a bad one because I already did it for today. So let's do butterfly. Anybody with V0 can only do done 1. And anybody above V4 can do done 3 or done 10. So done 3 would only appear in the princess levels, and the done 10 would appear in the maiden levels. So for example, I can do butterfly and done 3, and you can see that I did it 3 times right there. So 12, 12, 12, and I ended up getting 1 butterfly too. And the same thing happens for Maiden, and let me see if there's a particular thing that I need. Not to my knowledge, but I'll just do this one for the sake of showing it to you. So here we go. So as you can see, we just did 10 chapters just like that, and it was pretty fun and simple. And it really takes a load off the game because it honestly ends up getting very tiresome. I just wanted to clarify one more thing, and that would be where you can use your done buttons. So not only can you use it in your maiden or your princess chapters, you can also use it in the association. And one more thing about VIP ranking. So at the top left of your screen, you see that you are V0 if you just started the game, and I'm V5. And the reason is because I bought diamonds on the game, and every time you reach a threshold of diamonds to buy, you can move on to the next rank. And you can read more about it by clicking your avatar. And then you can see how many diamonds you need to buy until the next level. And honestly, I think that it's worth it if you decide to play the game a lot and would like to farm for suits, then it would be the best option for you. So let's move on to the arena. You can also use the finish ASAP button, and I was actually pretty scared to use it at first. And I actually figured out what I would do with it because it was pretty risky given that I wasn't entirely familiar with what I would get on the stage. And since I kind of wrote it down and I looked at and familiarized myself with what points I would have per stage, then I can more confidently press finish ASAP. So for example, we're at the Imperial Ball, and I remember that I had a pretty high score, something above 50,000. To be honest, I think I had around 80,000 for this one, but I'm just going to assume 50,000 for now because I'm not entirely sure. So I'm going to press Find Stylist, and then I'm going to look for the opponent. So it's 47,000, and I'm pretty sure I can beat it. So I'm going to press Finish ASAP, and I did it. So I was right to not overestimate myself. And I'm pretty sure I meant the queen where I had 80,000. If I don't, then whatever. I'm over it. Momo's been screwing me over time after time. So let's do Find Stylist. And then I'm pretty sure I can beat her again. So I'm going to do Finish ASAP. And okay, don't have the 80,000 again. Don't know what's going on with me, but I think I'm okay. So the next one is Fire in the Winter. I'm not very confident with this one. I think I had 36,000. So I'm going to play it safe with this. So 26,000 is something I think I can beat. But what I recommend is not to use Finish ASAP for all 5 of your attempts, but for only 4 out of 5. And that's because you want to achieve something. And so we're going to start instead of Finish ASAP. And we're going to use Memory, Last Suit. And I'm going to talk about memory later on in this video, so just hold up for a little bit. And now I'm just going to press Get Dressed, and then just skip because you can't control it. And there we have it. We have 44,000. And the thing I was waiting for was my ranking. So I want to share it, and I'm just going to share to wall real quick, and then I'm just going to go back, and then here are my 5 diamonds. A little bit matters, and honestly. I get 5 star coins. I shared it, and there we go. The 96 so gold. For the remaining 2, I want to share it finish ASAP. Every little. I'm going to skip this one. I'm not very confident with this. Honestly, I think I might regret it if I do finish ASAP, but I'm kind of lazy. Momo, please. Okay, so that went well. Sometimes he has very inaccurate estimations, and then I just get boned. Growing Lady, I'm confident with this one. So there we go, and we're finished for today. And before we leave the arena, there's just one more thing we should do, and it's share here and do the same thing. Perfect. And then again, all these dies are extremely expensive, so we're not going to use any of our star coins for this if possible, but instead we're going to save it for these recipes because you're going to need it in the future, and I promise you that it's going to be worth it. So now let's move on to decomposing. Decomposing is very interesting in the sense where you can get money and you can get different things like these lost caskets, which can give you some very rare items like the Tarot Lady items for the tarot suit. And then I used to think that decomposing was a pain in the ass because I wasn't sure which outfits I should decompose. I wasn't sure if I was going to need it in the future, and I didn't know how to read that. So I realized that on the bottom of each, let's say for this one, so at the bottom of gourds, you see that there is a yarn ball. There is that, I don't know, what would you call that, like a paint thing, and then a recipe card. That would mean that you can customize it, you can recolor this item, or it is part of a recipe. So that would be an indication that you actually need this item for the future. And honestly, a lot of suits in the future chapters require some obscure items, so you might as well keep it for now, unless you're absolutely 100% sure you don't need it, because sometimes farming items, even if they're Maiden, is pretty, time consuming, and you should save the stamina for something more useful. And to best show you how I can make use of Decompose with the Select Extra Clothes button is I'm going to just quickly do a few of these to get enough money. I need 27,000. Just hang in there. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to go to the mystery house, and it's honestly really worth to do buy 10 because you get 10% off, and yeah, it's just more worth it. Skip, and I want one new item. Ooh, that's nice. I'm going to share to wall for the 6 stamina. And I'm going to tell you something later about the crystal shoes because I also found something very interesting about collecting crystal shoes. And honestly, right now I want to press all the exclamation marks, but I'm just going to get on with the video. So I'm going to go back to Decompose, and remember how I got a lot of items? So you see Sister Next Door here. That doesn't have anything next to it, so it means that I'm probably never going to need to use it again in the future. So what I'm going to do is select Extra Clothes, and it selects it for me. These are all the clothes that I don't need and will not need for future. Well, I can't exactly say that, but I'm going to hope that I don't need it and hope that future suits won't require it. But I'm just going to decompose. And then you get 60 material, coins from that, hope rings, which you need for reconstruction, which is up here on the top right, and you can make any of these. And you can see from here that some of these clothes require, I think, something called eternal necklaces, and you can only get them when you decompose 5 to 6 heart clothes. What that means is that you see these hearts next to each picture. The the 5 heart ones or the 4 heart ones would be these ones. Yeah, because they have 5 hearts. Anyways, that's it for the decomposing. So let's go back to the crystal shoes. For the crystal shoes, if we press exchange, this shows how many crystal shoes you have, and you need these shoes to buy some of these rare items because they're either parts of the suits. So let's say Lotus Chant top and the Lotus Chant skirt, they're part of the Stunning Beauty suit. So the Stunning Beauty suit would require the Lotus Chant top right there and the Lotus Chant skirt. And it's really hard to actually get these shoes because you kind of only get a shard of a shoe from this pavilion, and then you get one shoe. So let's do that right now. See, you only get one crystal shoe, and you get a crystal shard. So what does that mean? So basically you go and exchange, and you see the top right where you have 76 shoes now. You're going to press plus, and look at this. You have shoe pieces own 51. So those shards are the shoe pieces that they were referring to, and 50 of those equals 1. And when you pull 27, like when you pull with 27,000, you get 10 crystal shoe shards. And then that's why I think that it's a lot more worth it if you save money to pull big rather than pull for the 3,000 one. Yeah, so you would compound your shoes. So remember, I'm at 77 shoes. If I compound it, I'm at 77. Perfect. I think I said 77 instead of 76. Anyways, let's go to the next thing, the reward boxes. So the reward boxes are something that people don't know about. And it's pretty interesting given that Love Nikki really doesn't do much to show you that you get rewards. And I think a lot of beginners just miss that completely. But I'm just gonna do 10 votes. So at the bottom you see I'm reward 10 out of 10. So you can get 1 reward, and then you can vote 30 times, and it refills every 3 minutes, I think. So I guess after an hour and a half or so, you can have like a full bar of 30 votes again. And it's pretty much unlimited. You just need to recharge it, kind of like your stamina. And it's really good in a sense where if you know an event is coming up and there's stamina required, or there's diamonds required, or there's gold required, you can start really, really working on your competition. So then you can save these boxes, because you see, it doesn't make you open the boxes even after you reach past 10. You can continue going, and I've seen someone go past 999,000 and they were still able to get boxes, but I'm not sure anymore. So let's open the boxes. You can get a variety of things like stamina, you can get gold, you can get diamonds, and you can get crystal roses. Yep, diamonds. You can get 2 to 3 diamonds maximum, and 4 to 6 stamina, and just varying amounts of gold. So that would be it for the reward boxes. And there's another type of reward box I want to just let you guys know. It's that when you are VIP, when you buy, it's most likely you'll reach VIP status 1, and you can actually claim something. So you see all of these are VIP gift boxes. If I went to VIP 6, there would be a VIP gift box where I could claim at the bottom where it says claim. So under Goddess of Pigeon, 200 diamonds and 20,000 gold, there would be a button underneath that says claim, and you can get all these items on top of your recharge. And the next thing I want to talk about is Momo's tips. Momo's tips is actually a blessing, and there's also another, but I don't use it anymore. I use something called Nikki's Info. It's an online website that you put your entire wardrobe in, and then it makes you the perfect outfit for that specific level. It's really good. I really suggest you to check it out and to start early in the game, because you want to start inputting your wardrobe, if you do it manually like me, early in the game, or else you're gonna have a rough time. So let's go to Maiden and let me explain what I'm talking about. So let's say in chapter 1, I have this. In Momo's tips on the top left, you can see that it requires these items for S rank. And this is really helpful because the thing is that sometimes you don't exactly know what Momo wants and how to get an S rank. Like no matter how well you fit the attributes up there. So let's start story. So at tips up here, so not down here, it would be tips up beside store. Oops. And then you see that the proper style is simple and elegant. Sometimes, no matter what you do, you can't get S rank. So you go to Momo's reminder, you can press S tip, and then you can go to, let's say, Shallow Sky. And this you can only get from Pavlon Mystery or Fantasy. And then you can just choose then. And it's really good because it's a shortcut. You can just go to closed stores if you don't have it and buy it. And the reason why this is another fold more helpful is because on princess levels, I'm at princess now, there's no Momo tips. Momo just ditches your ass, so what the hell are you supposed to do? So this was actually kind of a poor example to do, but I'll just, for the same thing, I'll start story, and then if you go to memory, it would save your Maiden tips. No. And if you go here, you will use the exact same outfit you use for Maiden and plus a little bit of accessories, and then you would definitely get an S score. And one more thing that is incredibly helpful is the memory button. So the memory button is down here. And what you can do is you can get your outfit from the Maiden chapter and then bring it over here. So I actually have this outfit on the Maiden chapter. And then of course you want to add some accessories, like I don't know, what's the theme? Lively and cute. Like you want to add something that's lively and cute in the background. I don't even know, is this lively and cute? This is lively. I mean, this is pure. I mean, I guess I could do that and then I would get an S score. I hope I can test that out right now. So completely block the other person, doesn't matter. And then just quickly finish. I can't even see what spell she's using to me. Oh, blocked it. Get curved, bitch. Okay. And then there we go. You beat them, you get an S score, it's easy peasy. And this is it for memory and Momo's tips. So the next one I want to talk about are the 6 easy diamonds that you can get in the game every day without fail. And I already did one of them. Oh crap, I missed it. Oh, I'm so smart. So that was something else. But the 6 diamonds was, one of them was in the competition where you just press change, you press share, you share it to your wall. You don't actually need to share it to your wall, by the way. You go back, so that's 2 diamonds. Then you go home, you share it to your wall. That's another 2 diamonds. And then the last one is that free dressing, share it to your wall, and free diamonds. I'm gonna make another video about daily diamonds you can get, but these are the 6 easiest diamonds you can get without wasting any effort. And on to number 9. So number 9 would be dyes. Oops, I opened the wrong thing. And dyes are really important because these outfits, they require a lot of frickin' dye. Like, come on. This is a lifetime suit, and I'll also make another video about what the hell lifetime suits are. And the dyes are incredibly expensive. So, for example, let's do purple. You would need 648 star coins for 81 dyes, and that's a bitch to get. So what you're going to do instead is you're going to go to Stylist Association, and please join one. It is incredibly helpful, and you can get stamina, you can get different outfits, like look at the workshop. Look how cute these outfits are. You can get some of those, and then you can get association coins, which is useful for the association store. So I'm just going to quickly go here. Got my stuff. And then I'm going to go to the reward claim, which you get every day. And then I'm also going to go here. I'm going to do the done 5. I'm going to rush it 3 times instead because I'm going to be finished it. And I'm going to start on this one. Yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to this page and then I'm going to press shop. And in your shop, oh, that's a bad example. I'm just going to refresh now because I can. These are the dyes on the bottom right corner. There's going to be at least 0 to 2 dyes every time you refresh, and just buy it all the time. So that's what I do. And what I also do is actually I go to the library and I sort material, but I also spend about 17,600 coins every time to do it because it's really worth it. You get 5 per 8,800, and it really helps you out in the long run. So next, let's do our guide. This would be the last tip I'm going to talk about, but I really didn't take advantage of this until later in the game, but it's really helpful because even if you have chapter suits, you most likely can't finish it in a day. And that's why you should work on other suits with the stamina you have. You shouldn't just waste it. And I decided to just start on the lifetime suits really early into my Love Nikki career, I guess. And this is helpful because it, one, shows you a shortcut, and two, it lets you know what you need. So for example, let's go, I made this, I put star C in here, and I put maple, and I'm gonna go to maple. And right here, I'm gonna go to princess, and I'm gonna done 3. Cool. And then it just slowly decreases the number of items you need per time you get one. And I'll just quickly show you how to do that and why it's useful. So I'm just gonna clear it. So now it's empty, which is probably what you'll see if you don't have any guides. You'll do change, and then you'll do search. And the thing with search, well, for mine, what I see is that you have to capitalize the word, because if you don't, it can't find anything. So I'm gonna just capitalize star, and then there it is, star C, right here. You just click on it and you confirm it, and there we go. It's really nice because, as I said, when you're done your chapter suit, like this is all you can do for today. I'm just gonna, let's say I'm finished all of this for today and I can't work on my suit anymore. I need this for chapter 11. I can just work on star C. And that wraps it up for today. I can make more tips later, but these are the top 10 tips where I think will help a beginner with Love Nikki progress faster. And thank you for watching, and please subscribe and like my channel if you would like more content like this in the future. See you!